impacts your mind. It is very important to help. Mm. Hello everyone, welcome to Drockz TV. I'm a life coach, brand influencer, and I make a lot of YouTube content. Today on my channel, on my healthy lifestyle series, I'm bringing a special guest. The name of the guest is none other than Lil Simsun. Yes, you heard it right. The man behind all of the background music that you see on my YouTube is Rahul Sharma, which is the original producer of Lil SimSun music. What I like about this guy is he's very young and he's very talented. He produces a lot of music of his own, and I'm sure he's gonna be really famous, maybe like Justin Bieber. I wish him all the luck, but today I'm bringing him on my channel to talk about how audio impacts your mind. As a part of Healthy Lifestyle series, it's just not about the food. It is also how other factors in your life influence your mind. And did you know that listening to the correct audio and the correct sound really impacts your mental health? Did you know that the beats and the kind of music you listen to reduces a lot of stress, anxiety and depression? I didn't know about that. I just listen to music that I like without even realizing what frequency am I listening to. So today, none other than Lil Simsun is going to join us to explain some of the benefits of audio and listening the right kind of audio on your health. So I'm going to get him on Zoom call right away. So see you there. What's up, people? Finally, I have Lil Simsun here, Rahul Sharma. Hi, Rahul.
Hey, Meenal, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining my channel, Drockz TV. But well, you have enough contribution on this channel. You are the man behind most of my videos and the awesome music that you produce.
I got you.
Thank you so much. So, I already told my viewers that I have my guest speaker today, Rahul, joining. And I told that I hope you become the next Justin Bieber because the kind of music you produce, it is so authentic and it's so unique. I have not seen too many rappers, like especially from the Indian ethnicity, doing so well in the field of music and especially rapping. I don't know much about it, but I like your music. It's very soulful, and I think you have achieved a lot of genres. Like you're just not into rapping, but also meditation music, soulful music. And the other day I was talking to you, you were talking a lot about all these variety of audio types that I'm going to talk about as we proceed with the interview. And I know a lot of people reached out to me that who gave that calming music effect on your recent video, which was Should We Let Go, which was a part of my life and relationship coaching series. And I was like, yes, I'm going to bring that man very soon on my channel. So I'm really happy today.
Now I'm here.
Yeah, and everybody knows I love talking, but today I'm going to let you talk. So I'm going to give you some questions, and I would want you to tell the viewers, based on our conversation, when you told me that audio really impacts a person's mind. When you told me that, I was a little shocked. And the reason I got you on this channel today is because as a part of my healthy lifestyle series, I know it's just not about the food you eat, but it could also be the kind of audio and your environmental factors that impact your lifestyle. I would want you to tell the users today that what do you think, how can audio impact somebody's mind, like reduce stress or maybe cause anxiety or depression?
Exactly. Yes, Mila, you are right about that. Audio definitely impacts the mind a lot in like many different ways. Listening to different kind of music can affect your mind differently. So the music that you hear out there, right, like the mainstream music, all the Bollywood or like American music and stuff like that, rap music, whatever it is, pop genre. A lot of the times you listen to it, you feel excited. You know what I'm saying? Like your heart rate increases while listening to it. That's what they put on like in gyms and stuff as well. That's why you're able to work out so much. On the other hand, if there was like super calming music in the gym, you won't be, as good with your workout. You'll rather be like, oh, I'm so calmed up. I don't want to, lift weights and stuff like that. So it definitely does affect. On the other hand, if you're like listening to some of the meditative music and stuff like that, they are formed in a certain frequency, like multiple different frequency, for different purposes. But they're done in such a unique way that it actually affects your mind, and it calms you down. That's why it is recommended listening to those kind of music, like, just when you wake up, because you're all fresh and ready to go. Your mind is like, already at rest. It's just a good way to get your day started too. So yes, definitely.
So then all this time, while we were growing up, I don't think anybody told us the kind of music we should listen to. We listen to any kind of music we like. Sometimes I listen to peppy music, and maybe I probably, blow it all up like on loud sound, and maybe sometimes I listen to way too romantic and sad music. So
Yeah.
how, as a person, as a viewer, how would I distinguish what is the right kind of music for me?
Usually I would say the type of music that you listen outside, the mainstream one, they are always made in a certain frequency. Even the music that I make, to put it out for the viewers, most of it is according to that frequency, because I guess the music industry has generalized that type of frequency range. So if you listen to any pop music, any music literally that's out there, other than the meditation and like binaural beats and stuff, they are all formed in around that certain like frequency. So no matter what music you listen, if you notice, after that you're left with this like different feeling inside you. So no matter if you're listening to EDM or pop or like some soft R&B music, you will still feel that same feeling. If you go deeper, you will actually notice that. If you should do it, experiment. In fact, I actually ask all the people watching right now that if they listen to these kind of musics, listen 5-6 of them in a row, stop it and see what you feel, and you will actually feel the same exact feeling no matter what genre you're listening to.
Interesting. So basically, if I experiment and I'm listening to, say, 4-5 different sounds, the kind of sound that makes me happier is what I should be listening to more.
Yep, there we go then.
So I would say meditation, of course, the music that calms your mind is definitely less stressful. That's why I guess in the morning everybody's listening to all that calming sounds. But apart from that, say I like Hollywood music or Bollywood or Rihanna, and I know some of that frequency is probably, high. So does that mean that I shouldn't listen to that music, or does that mean I need to convert that audio into the right kind of frequency?
That's a good question. Considering that, as I said, music industry is already trying to push that certain frequency range to you, so they will obviously want to listen to that music as it is, as they like put it out. There are some apps, or there are like ways to kind of like mold the song so that it sounds like that calming, nice frequency, which is more aligned with what your natural self is in this universe. So if you can achieve that, if you can listen to that music, you will actually feel much better about yourself, about your day, about your year, about your life.
So tell me honestly, when you listen to one of your favorite artists or your favorite song, do you actually go and convert that music into the correct frequency you want?
Sometimes I do that. Yes.
Okay.
I will admit that. Yes,
You have to do that. If some of my viewers, my subscribers want to do that, is there a particular website where they can go and convert?
Oh yeah, so basically the frequency is called 432 hertz. So if somebody want to look it up like online or something, there are apps as well to do that, but I guess there are limits on them, like how the quality turns out after the conversion and stuff like that, and more. But if they want, I do it all the time. So if somebody has some kind of like song request or something, they can definitely send it to me, but there are stuff available online as well to do.
Definitely, and I always include your link in my description, so I'm going to definitely do that even today, so that people can reach out to you if they need help with regard to audio or anything to do with learning about frequency.
For sure.
And I know you are a lot into manifestation too, just like me. I'm a firm believer of manifestation, and I'm sure I'm going to call you as one of my guest speaker in my separate sessions about manifestation in my life coach series. But today I just want to keep it a little shorter. So they always say when you are into manifestation, you have to listen to a particular there's a frequency number, and again I don't know if it's that 432 or the one that you referred before. in order for your manifestation to occur and for it to actually become reality. And maybe I've seen it, it's above 500 or something. You have to get into some kind of frequency for that music, to kind of let your dream come true. What is that all about?
So it is like true in like many regards that yeah, there are certain type of frequency that'll help you manifest better or do like certain things better in your life. It's just that the concept of like the whole universe is a frequency itself. Like you, me, this box sitting right next to me, whatever it is, it's all running on a certain frequency, right? So the frequency that is more aligned with everything, that's what the frequency generally used for manifestation. Because as I said, if the universe is made or generalized with that frequency, and if you're aligned with that particular frequency, you are basically the universe. So whatever you want is going to come your way.
Oh, so if I think that frequency number is above 500 something, right? I haven't done a lot of study on that, but do you remember that frequency number for manifestation?
The general one that they use is 432 hertz, definitely, because as I said, it's more aligned with the universe and stuff. But there are multiple different frequency types, as I mentioned before, that affect different parts of your brain, different parts of yourself, and then you project that energy out and get yours back.
So if I'm listening to that kind of music the whole day and I'm imagining or manifesting something, does that mean all of my dreams will come true?
Because if you're focused on it, if you're focused on it purely and not thinking about anything else, this music definitely helps by eliminating all the negative frequencies and like negative thoughts in your mind. And then it like allows the positive thoughts to come in. Now it's your job to actually get those positive thoughts up front so that there's nothing else left, and that's where it's at.
Oh, okay. I think I need a separate session with you to talk about manifestation, because there are a lot of things that I believe in that. And I kind of think it's just not the frequency of music, but it's also the way you act upon it. So I guess this is an entire new session for us to talk about, but it's good to know that if some of my viewers who are into manifestation, then you should listen to the correct amount of audio and then meditate and try to get your dreams come true. Now, the next question that I want to talk about is, what are these, like these days I hear a lot about 8D and like 8D, or I think it's 8-dimension music. What is that? Can you tell a little bit?
Yes, definitely. This is something new that these guys are doing, and I actually personally like it. It's very like different concept, but at the same time based off of the same, I guess, principles as they were doing. So in music, typically the songs that you hear, they are 3D in a way, well, 3D. What that means is that they put like reverb and echo and stuff like that to make you feel like it was in some kind of room, in some kind of space, right? So that's when you're like, oh wow, I can relate to it, because it's like a space that you probably have heard out there in the world somewhere, like in a cave, in like a like a ballroom or something, whatever that is. Now these people are taking steps up to make the 3D go 4D, 5D, and now 8D. What that basically is, they add more space to it, so some elements of the song sound different, and then the vocals sound different, and then they put like reverb on top of it. So if you close your eyes and listening to that music, it actually feels like that the singer, that particular singer that you're listening to, is actually walking around your room, just like singing for you.
I kind of had that experience. I just recently heard it and I felt like the music was kind of going from here to there, like it was like
I'm telling you.
And it was awesome. I really liked it. But now again, I'm confused. Will that kind of music cause me cause stress or anxiety? Because it's like too much going on, right?
It could, but I will say that as I said, all these musics are made on the same frequency. So no matter 8D or the regular version of it, it is still on the same exact frequency, and until unless it's like altered to be that different frequency. So I will say you will still get that same feeling out of it as you were listening to a normal version of it.
Okay, so it's still safe. It's safe to listen to that kind of music and feel how you feel about it. Like you yourself need to recognize, is this music causing you stress, or is this music like, because what you like, probably I may not like it. Like what causes you anxiety could be different than what causes me. So it's important for everybody listening to this this particular session is try and experiment, at least try 4 or 5 different samples and figure out what kind of music works best for you.
Works best for you.
Totally. Now the next question is, what are these binaural, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, you can correct me on that, but I've heard something called as binaural beats. What are
Binaural
they?
beats. So basically, binaural beats. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct too now.
Now you
All right,
are a music producer. You are allowed to make any mistake.
Thank you. Awesome. So what these are basically certain like two frequencies sent directly in your ear from one side, and then the other frequency from the other side. They activate your brain in a certain way, or they activate certain parts of the brain that will actually could enhance some part of your like brain, as I said. So you can really listen to certain type of binaural beats, and it could affect like energy in you. So your brain actually pushes more energy into your body, and you can go out and do your things. Certain like pushes more creativity. So if you're like making some painting or something, I don't know, whatever creative work you're doing, that can really push that up ahead. Certain frequencies, the binaural one, they can really push that manifestation part, which we already talked about. So there are different type of binaural beats made with different type of like combo of frequencies that hit you like differently, and then your brain, the part of the brain activates, certain part of the brain activates.
So would you call that like a brain massage? Because I've seen there are some exercises, like some kind of exercises that people do every night for their brain massage. I don't do that yet, but
It's fun though.
yeah. But is that the kind of sound you would normally listen to in order to do that kind of massage?
For binaural, so it could really vary. I will say some binaural beats are made that way to kind of like massage your brain and stuff like that. But I will say mostly binaural beats are used to, have you heard about these things on the internet called like hack your brain and hack certain part of your brain to become better or stuff like that? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
You're not.
I'm excited to know about that.
Really? Yeah. So that's basically what it is. So you know that like. I don't want to go too deep into it, but like in certain like countries and stuff, they use certain type of music to, change mind of people, right? Like about that? Have you heard about that before?
I've heard about that.
Yes. So that's what basically binaural is.
Switzerland and all of these places, they kind of believe a lot into music impacting mind.
Oh yeah, like totally. Sounds, frequencies, they affect mind. So what binaural beats are basically that. Now, if you know that this particular frequency and this particular frequency, the combo of them does this to human mind, you can really use it to basically do that. So people have like in the past who know their stuff, it's like very hard to get around, but who know their stuff have used it for bad purposes, and a lot of them obviously have used it for good purposes and actually became like super like successful and famous and rich and stuff like that. So yeah.
So what is there any other new term that I'm missing? I know a little bit about all of these, but I needed some more information. But is there anything that you would like to tell the viewers? Anything interesting in the field of music?
Yes, I will definitely let them know that they should definitely try the 432 hertz frequency. There are multiple other frequency too, so just check it out on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm gonna be producing multiple of them, so definitely check them out too. See how it helps you out. I'm like creating love frequency and stuff like that. I think that's the beat that I gave you for your last video, the love frequency. Yes, there we go. That was, I think, the love frequency, and then I'm building more and more for different purposes. So you can definitely experiment out, try it, and see what you think as compared to like the mainstream music. So versus these like certain frequency music, see what happens to you.
Definitely. What kind of music can I expect you to put on this particular video? Because I would love for you to edit this video again. So what are you thinking?
Let's see, manifestation, since we've been talking about that a lot. Let's do manifestation music this time.
And I do want to talk to you more about manifestation, but it's just that I promised my viewers that I'll try to keep this video short too. So I have to just pick up the most important points. So now for a closure, I just wanted you to tell the viewers on how do you think audio can reduce stress, depression, anxiety, and how it can really change your life.
A lot of the music that you hear nowadays is causing some kind of anxiety or stress to you, even though like we don't feel it because we're surrounded by that music. So we're always in that vibe that we don't even notice that vibe anymore. Try to separate yourself from that just for like a little bit, just to experiment and see how it works for you. Neutralize yourself from that music for a little bit. Get in the frequency of the new music, the one that we have talked about in this video, the few of them, and try to see how it changes your life, how you think, how you perceive the world, because it can definitely affect you in like many different ways, in many good ways. I've seen a lot of people doing that. I recommend it to them and they were like, Rahul, like, this works, this stuff actually works. So yes, definitely go ahead and try it out. That's what I have to say to the people.
Okay, and I always like to take questions from my viewers. So on my website on www.drockz.com, one of the viewers, my subscribers, have asked this question that they want to ask you. So this particular person says that I wear headphones, like the big ones, every day for when this person goes for jogging or hiking. In fact, I think he says that he uses pretty much 24/7. Like I think he's big time into music. So maybe 24/7 is an exaggeration, but he uses headphones a lot.
A lot.
Music. Do you think that wearing headphones and listening to music may impact your mind in some way?
It does. I will definitely recommend him to not do headphones as much as he is doing. Just in general, like, health issues and stuff like that too, because too much headphones can cause a lot of problems to your overall like hearing and like in a long term and stuff like that. So definitely
No, I was just asking, what would be your recommendation, like for youngsters and for everybody else who really like listening to music, and of course, without headphones, the experience is not great.
It's not perfect.
So what would be your recommended amount of time that one should kind of use headphones on a daily basis?
I want to say like 15 minutes to somewhere around half an hour.
That's it? Okay, now I didn't cross that boundary.
No, in one sitting is what I meant. So if you're listening to music just like up to half an hour in one sitting, take a little break.
You're watching Netflix, and sometimes I watch it on my TV, but sometimes I watch it on my phone, and I watch my phone on my headphones 2 hours straight. Come on, don't tell me.
Okay, no, seriously, think about it. Even if you're like working out, right? You don't go crazy on a rep, just straight up, like for 2-3 hours, do you?
At least 1 hour of workout, so my headphones are...
What I meant was like, even if you are doing a 1 hour workout, you still take a break time, like 10-second, 20-second breaks.
Oh, so just take a break. So
take a break.
So next time when I'm watching Netflix, I need to take a break. And after 1 hour, remove it out, maybe breathe in and then wear it back.
That's it.
Nothing more than 2 hours throughout the day, I guess. That's
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope this subscriber is going to watch this video and he probably gets this answer that don't wear too much. And I think following up to that, there's another question by another user where they are saying between headphones, like wearing those plugged headphones and the upper
over-ear headphones,
over the headphones. I'm so bad at music stuff. Which one would you recommend and why?
Over the head, just because the in-ear one really go deep in there. So as I said, like listening to headphones anyway for too long is like bad for you. Over the ear one, at least they're like outside, right? So even the sound is projecting in there. It's not just like going straight in. That the actual thing is not in there. So I would highly recommend that.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think one of the mothers has just sent a message stating that my kid listens to loud music throughout the day, so I think he just blows up his speaker, and maybe the entire house is like on a roll. So would you say that listening to music, like very loud music, is harmful?
Hey man, like to that mom, I have to say that me personally, sometimes I listen to loud music as well in my car. I try not to go over the limits. That's what it's about. As long as you can like still hear the music but know what's happening around you, that's like a good like sweet spot to be like, okay, I'm listening to good amount of music, but at the same time not going overboard, so that you don't hurt your ear, you don't hurt your surroundings and stuff like that.
Yeah, so there should not be any pain. And what
There's
about
no-
those people? You must have seen a lot of drivers that kind of open their windows and then blow their
They're
music
like
up.
super loud, like
That's
nah.
not good. That's not
Nah.
recommended. And I hope some of my subscribers who do that don't get offended. This is just a recommendation
This
to
is
not disturb
recommendations,
everybody else's
only
sound.
recommendations.
Yeah, and it's not even healthy to do that. So
Oh,
yeah. So I guess thank you so much, Rahul, and I would call you as Lil Simsun for joining this channel, joining Drockz TV. And I guess I would, as usual, I would tell my viewers to add their comments if you have any questions for this guy. He's gonna be, he's there. He'll answer, or maybe I can answer on his behalf. Feel free to, add your comments in. Please like the channel, and I'm going to include his Facebook link and also his description so you guys can get in touch with him directly. And keep watching because I'm going to bring him back to talk about manifestation soon.
let's get it.
But until then, I think he's really busy. He's producing his new music album. So before I let him go, I would want you to please talk a little bit about your music album before you leave.
Yes, totally. I recently have released this EP called The Moon Ain't Bright Tonight. And I use that concept of the 432 hertz music, or there's certain frequency, the feel good frequency, and try to incorporate that into my music, into that entire EP. So just test that out, as compare that to your regular mainstream music versus my EP. It is still out there on Spotify, Google Play, and everywhere, so you can definitely listen to it. Just test it out and see how different it works, because I put it out. I've heard from people who heard it. They just came back to me. They're like, "This is so soothing. Like your entire EP is so soothing." So
actually, I would love for you to give me that link so I can add that link also in the description so that
yes.
all the subscribers can experiment and know, how exactly, what's the difference. So that would be great.
For sure. I'll definitely give you the link and then you can put it in the description.
Awesome. So this one is a pre-recorded session, but I know some of the subscribers are willing to do like a live session with you sometime in the future, where we would take questions live, and I know you'll be bombarded with a lot of questions. But today
I'm ready.
You're lucky that I just asked you 4 or 5 questions, and I know.
Right, that's it.
I promised you to keep the video short, but as usual, I did not keep it short. But I know it's night, it's like late night for you, so I would let you go. And thank you so much for joining, and thank you viewers for watching Drockz TV. Bye.
Bye guys. Thank you.